Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be something a little different. It's going to be about space engineers this time, which is the game you're currently watching. I've already got one video up on this, which is just a basic clip of how I capture AI ships. Now I'm currently on this is actually one of the custom worlds that you get, and we've built on like these little hangars here. And I do apologise for the frame rate right off the bat because this game is still an alpha, so it's a bit laggy. But back to the place where I am currently. This is the station that we started on. It's the what is it? Lone Survivor Star, and basically you get this asteroid. As you can see, I've mined it out pretty badly. We've extended the platform quite a bit, and we've built that massive hangar there. This is my little ship. I'm quite proud of it, although the part of it's the wrong colour, so I'm just going to quickly try and change that. Inventory does lag. We have actually got quite a few mods on, so we've got that cockpit there is actually a mod, so I just painted it black, but well. This little fighter is actually a little Mark 6 variant of the one of my friends designed. I'll take it for a spin in a sec, so right. See, it looks pretty cool. Pretty cool little fighter. It's really fast. It's got 2 Gatling guns and 2 rocket launchers, as you can see on either side. You can't fire the rockets when you're moving though, so you've got to be stationary when you're firing rockets. Otherwise you just end up running into them. I did have them originally in the nose here and here, but they kept blowing up when I went into combat when I was going to dock with ships to capture them, as you saw in the previous video. So I had to move them to the cockpit, so the nose is fully heavy armor, while the cockpit is protected by light armor. So I'm pretty happy with the fighter. I keep it on board my ship, my bigger ship, which we'll see later on. And there's the fighter cockpit mod we've got. We've got loads of other little mods around too, and my big mining ship is that colossal thing in the background. It goes through and picks up loads of stuff, to the point where we can't be asked to pick it up. This is another mod, these hyperdrive engines. They're very bright. I have 2 of them on my ship, my larger ship. This is my mining ship, and it does cause the platform to be stabilised. If we take the mining ship away, the hangar just flips over. We've got loads of assemblers and refineries over here. We've even got some solar power backup. As you can see, they're on 3 out of 4, so they're quite efficient. Although we haven't got them leading into any batteries yet, which we should really be doing as backup power. Reactor, medical bay. Our assembler again, making stuff probably. No, not at the moment. We've got a control panel here. Got fighters floating about the place, and dents in this platform galore because everybody lands a bit too hard. It does get annoying when you try to land, you blow up your landing gear because either your fighter's too heavy or that there's so many bastard dents in the platform. Your landing gear just bugs out. But if you've got your ship built correctly, then you don't need to worry. This is my friend's ship he's currently building. It's got small thrusters, hyperdrive thrusters, and 1 large reactor in the centre, although I don't think he's actually going to complete it. This is the inside of the hangar. It's got no gravity, so we just come in here and dock ships in here. This is where we're going to be building them from now onwards, really. As you can see, more bloody dents and everything. Got 1 little blast door down here, which is another little mod, so there's the control panel in there. So you press that button and it closes up like a proper blast door, which is quite cool. Quite cool. It took me a while to actually get a lot of the stuff we have on here. As you can see, there's more dents. So let's get my fighter again, and I'll actually show you the rest of the world. So up here in this meteorite, as you can see, we've mined it out, but originally there was actually a little base in here. I'm going to go try and find it for you right now. This is what my miner does. These massive holes are all what my miner has done. So here we go. This is the old base. This wasn't a work in progress until we brought my miner through, or one of my friends brought my miner through here. and it kind of did this damage. That one hole at the end there is actually the size of the ship, so this one I'm flying through now is actually the size of one part of my miner. It's quite ridiculous. It doesn't work if you go for the fast mode. You gotta go through the normal slow process, and ooh, shit, I'm gonna bump into the meteorite, but thankfully, heavy armor doesn't blow up. So yeah, as you can see, that's the miner. It does that sort of damage, and it's not very pleasant. So we get a lot of ores from it, to the point where we can't be bothered to empty it. So I'm gonna go show you some other people's homes and maybe my ship. I want to show you my ship later on, but you probably have already seen it. So I'm gonna. Can I come up from this angle and not show you my ship? Nope, no, you've pretty much seen it. It's over there. Never mind. Anyway, I'm gonna show you this little hut. This is one of my other friends' huts or houses or bases. He's left the blast door open, so I can just fly on him. He's got his glass floor, his blue layers are a bit annoying, I don't like them. They're a bit too overpowering. So let's quickly put this down on his floor. Show you around. Glass floor, meteorite like a donut. That's my ship that's been converted into a scrapping ship. It was originally a welding ship. Since we're not actually doing any large shipbuilding, we've converted it back into a scrapper. This is like Stingray's little fighter thing. It's got some engines that are impossible in space, because they're turbofan or turbojet engines, which is impossible in space. Through this door you get like Matt's control center, his medical bay, gravity gen, reactors, assembler of refineries, and his large storage. So he's got. I'll show you his blaster in a minute as well. Actually, I'll just get back in my ship and I will show you his blaster in a sec. Let's get back to my ship. Turn my reactors on, landing gear disengaged, and I shall show you his blast door. Let's quickly just park my ship down on here, lock my landing gear, and get out. Right. As you can see, there's more dents and everything, so I'm just going to quickly fix these up. Right. This control panel here accesses his blast door. Oh, no, that's his inventory. Blast door. Where is it? Door? No. That's the door next to me. Oop, key. Let's find the blast door. I think it's a piston one. Should be on a... piston? I think it is on the piston, so let's reverse that. Oh, there you go. Yep, you just reverse the piston and it closes up close the blast door. Hopefully some of my viewers can actually know where that's actually from. But that's his blast door closing up. We don't want to open the blast doors either, because this is his base, so I'm going to close them up for now. So this game has so much potential. I love it. I'm just going to see if you can see the mechanism down there. It's just got a piston. Not sure if you can see that. I can't see it very well. Anyway, back onto my ship. Let's go look at my construction, my ship. This is it. As you can see, it has many guns, many thrusters, and it's still under construction, but it's operational. It's got one turret on the front, and it's having a second one built on the top, and I forgot to turn the jetpack on as I bailed out. This turret's actually constructed on one little rotor, like that. It's made of light armor blocks to conserve weight. This turret alone weighs 11 tons, and the whole ship weighs 3,850 tons. Cockpit's in here. It has up and down movement. It also has rocket launchers in the turrets, and I can rotate this thing 360 degrees. I'll just quickly show you this, and you can see it rotating. Yes, the barrels are a little bit off, I know, but I may fix that later, I may not. But anyway, to stop this from completely rotating, you can just go to the rotors here, and you can like put the max braking force on them, and you can also apply, once you apply max braking force, you can then turn them off, and it won't spin the rotors, which is which I found out later on, because if they spin too fast, they just snap the turret off. So yeah. I haven't brought this into a firefight yet with any of the other AI ships, but this ship is designed to go after AI ships and take them out. Any military escorts, anything like that, shouldn't stand a chance against this ship. It's actually called the Dogma, as you saw on the side as I flew in. She's still not finished yet. She's got one more turret to build, and then I've got to build an escape pod system for my crew. And in total, I think this is like 31 thrusters. 6 at the front, 6 at the back. Actually, no, that's wrong. 12 at the front and back for up and down movement. 1 hyperdrive thruster at the front, and 3 small thrusters at the front for reversing. 2 hyperdrive thrusters at the back for acceleration, and 2 small thrusters at the back for strafing movement. It's got an array of rocket launcher turrets, and it's got Gatling gun turrets. This cockpit here is only temporary to actually allow me to lock this platform in place while I construct my turret. So this will be the second turret. I'm not sure what kind of armament it's going to have. I may put Gatling guns on this instead, or I might just keep the heavy armament of the first one with the rockets. This whole ship is made out of heavy armor in survival mode. So nothing should be penetrating the armor of this ship. It's got a couple of layers of armor. It's got a layer of heavy armor for the outer shell, then a layer of light armor for the inner, and then it's got interior walls which still provide a little bit of armament. So this ship is extremely armoured. It's got Gatling guns down both sides, and I'm going to install more on the underside. The engine is a little bit unprotected at the moment, but I'm working on a system to allow them to be protected. For now, that little spike in the middle allows one of the engines to be protected if I'm getting attacked via a broadside of another ship. So, if you're shooting at this side, you can't take out both my accelerating engines, so I can still escape. And if my ship is crippled, there will be a escape pod system. So near the bridge, I have a load of Gatling guns to protect the bridge and shutters. Got my thrusters here to allow me to go up and down. Firing some dents. The ship gets dented quite a lot, but not a lot of damage is sustained. Alright, I'm going to show you some other little features of my ship. I'm going to grab my ship again, and we shall dock in the hangar bay. At the current time of me actually playing on this world, we have now got a dedicated server, and I actually have built hangar doors on either side of this, so. This is the shitty old door I was designing. I haven't yet removed it, but I've got a new idea in place. Through this door is access to my forward thrusters, as you can see there. That's my hyperdrive thruster plus the 3 small ones. Nothing too impressive through there. Through this door leads you to the two exterior doors, double layered, as you can see. You can see the armor, heavy, light interior. So it's got two doors on either side, so it takes a while to get through if you're trying to board my ship. Up these stairs we have my medical bay, guarded by another set of doors and interior turrets. These turrets are designed to target people at 20 meters, so as soon as you come up the stairs you're pretty much attacked. We have modded in small refineries and small assemblers. These are another part of the mod. So the ship can be completely self-independent of any base. So I can send out a drill ship, which you may have seen outside the hangar bay, to go get ores, stick it into my refinery, and then my assemblers can start making them. Through this door we have another set of interior turrets, and then we have 1 large reactor and 8 gyroscopes. The 8 gyroscopes allow me to rotate the ship, and the 1 reactor is all that I need for now to power the ship. Up this weird staircase I built is now my command and control center, or the bridge. The design is actually very reminiscent of Star Wars bridges. As you can probably tell, this is from more like the Empire/Republic side. Another mod I have is to actually have blast windows and blast doors on my bridge. So once we enter combat, the glass isn't a direct target. I have 2 control centers on this bridge. There's one on the left and one on the right. I have a lot of things on board the ship that need power and can be controlled directly from the bridge, and I just have with my desk. I can close all doors from the bridge, as you can see. If I just go through my doors, if I can find them quick. Here we are, shutters. Let's find them all quick. Now close those up. You can now see the bridge is completely sealed off, apart from the back, from any attack. I also have a beacon and an antenna on top of the bridge to locate the ship if it is in danger of being lost. So I'll just quickly open those again. I have everything, even including the 2 main battle turrets, can still be controlled from the bridge. They don't have to be manned, but it is kind of required if you want to have accurate fire. I would prefer this ship can operate with only an 8-man crew at the minimum, I would say. 1 guy on the bridge, 2 guys in the turrets, 2 guys in fighters, and the rest would be damage control. Apart from that, the crew can operate with a very limited amount of crew members. At the minimum, if you're going into high combat, I would say 4 people, 2 people piloting my main battle turrets, 1 piloting and 1 on the bridge. And the guy that is piloting, if he runs out of ammunition, he can come back, rearm and go out again, or he can go and attack the damaged areas. So this is my little drill ship. It's actually just a basic spawn ship. So I've just put some landing gears on it, and I now take it aboard my ship. This is my friend's X-Wing fighter. I absolutely adore this fighter. It looks beautiful. I mean, its armament is ridiculous. It's got 6 Gatling guns, 2 on each side of the cockpit, 2 on either side of the cockpit, and 2 in the nose. It's got 2 large thrusters and 2, 4, 6, 8 small thrusters on the back, so its acceleration is pretty good for weighing 34 tons. I think it's 34 tons. Yeah, 34 tons of fighter. It looks pretty badass too. So I'll quickly just take this for a spin. There you go, that's an array of Gatling guns. So you do not want to be fighting this thing. Right, its acceleration is like this. This is how it accelerates. It's pretty quick for weighing 34 tons. Considering the other fighter we weighed that was 24 tons, accelerated just as fast. We're approaching, I think, 90? There you go, max speed. We've hit maximum speed. However, its stopping power needs to be worked on. There's its Gatling guns going off again. You can see them from the cockpit. I'll just quickly spin this around in a sec. But this thing accelerates and has so much firepower. This thing has none of our vehicles, none of our really, well, apart from the Mark 6 fighter you saw me flying about in the start, no other fighters we have actually have had combat experience going against the AI. So once we have enough combat experience going against AI, we might end up going against faction v faction combat scenario, but I'd have to let everybody catch up because the fact I actually still have a battleship, although by its armament I would judge it as a dreadnought because it's got 2 main battle turrets, and the armament of anti-aircraft batteries it has is ridiculous. It has like, I think, 10 Gatling guns either side, and it's going to have more on the bottom when I can get the materials. So this is not the current version of my world anymore. I actually have added hangar bays to my battleship, so I can close them up on either side, and yeah, this thing doesn't stop very well, as you can tell. But it looks fucking awesome. And I'm glad to have this fighter aboard my ship as its main fighter armament. I have the Mark 6 fighter, which is my little heavy medium fighter, and then we have the X-Wing fighter, which is the heaviest fighter we own at 34 tons, but also has the most armament with 6 Gatling guns and 1 rocket pod in the nose. Its reactors, its 12 reactors are actually fueled by a conveyor system, so you put uranium into the small cargo container and it will get distributed between all 12 reactors evenly. So this thing can be refueled very quickly by a ground crew. Even the Mark 6 fighter, the small one, has the ability to do that as well. Its system is on top. This thing's actually loaded with rockets. Might give you a quick fire of the rocket systems. Anyway, its little conveyors right there. You put fuel in there and it puts it into the reactors. It's got ammo in the box. It's got ammo boxes and everything as well. My ship will be built on a conveyor system to get ammunition anyway. I just need to figure out a decent enough system. So, this is my battleship. I'm gonna quickly go fly back in here. Actually, wait a minute. So this little X-Wing fighter is one of my favourites. And this game is still an alpha, but it's like $14.99 on Steam. But you can get it for £8 on kingerin.net. I will link that in the description if you want to pick up this game. It is currently alpha. It can be quite laggy, it can be quite buggy too, but I get about 20 frames per second standing on the ship, so I really get off it. But when I'm in space, I get about 60-70 frames per second. The physics in this game are quite cool, where if you crash, the metal will crumple and it'll only break once it takes a certain amount of damage. So when I install my second GTX 560 Ti, I'm going to dedicate the second card for this game specifically to PhysX, because that's what the renderer that Nvidia uses, or I think it's the renderer anyone uses anymore, because you can do physics off your CPU or for your GPU, but I only have one graphics card at the moment, and I currently use it off I have it auto-selecting, so this game does max out my single 560, playing on max details, so I'm going to add a second one, and then I'm going to dedicate that to PhysX in the Nvidia control panel. When I'm not playing this game, it'll just be running as a second graphics card. And yes, I'll lie. So, there's not much else to show you. If you want more Space Engineers videos, please leave a comment on this video saying that you want to see more. I thoroughly enjoy playing this game. If you do like this sort of idea of me building things on Space Engineers and showing them off to you, then please like it. I shall see you in the next one though, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and tell me if you want to see any more Space Engineers. Thank you for watching.